but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me. I tried to talk to him. He ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me.
Yo. What up, though? I'm here. It's your boy. Go and see Spaceship Always Incredible. Back for another edition of In This Corner. Pro Wrestling with a Kick. Did you miss me? Or you just gonna tell me that because it sounds good? I miss y'all. And I watched wrestling today at 3 o'clock. Just got done cooking, so I'm hot to the motherfucker. But I wanted to make sure I got on because, of course, last week, I wasn't able to get on. Because I had the vertical. I had the vertical mixer. So, shouts out to them. Thank them for the partnership and the opportunity with them. So, I'm going to recap last week a little bit. Just some notes. I still watched the show. I still had the recaps, everything. Just some notes. I still watched the show. Hold on. I still had my notes. Right? Okay, so John Cena finally came out last week. Not out the closet, but out to the ring. He loud boos, loud Cena chants. For 25 years, he's been a victim. F you Cena chants. It was a heartfelt promo. I like the promo. John Cena gave a good promo. Last week made me enjoy this feud. Like, okay, it's gonna go down. Right? I was cool with it. Not much else happened. You had, let me see, Dakota versus Ivy Nile. She won. Penta won versus Ludwig. Said he was coming after the Intercontinental title. The contract signing was okay. Io and Bianca. Bianca's been getting booed. You know what I'm saying? They signed a contract. Rhea came, grabbed it, signed a contract. Then you had Jey Uso versus Austin Theory, which was a real quick match. With a crossbody spear. And I made a comment last week that the Gunther and Jay feud probably would be more interesting if Punk and Rollins and Roman Reigns was just on SmackDown. But having them on Raw feels like it's flooding that feud because it's bigger name value. And while we talk about Jey Uso so much, Gunther still does not have the name value of a Rollins and a Roman Reigns and a CM Punk. He's not there yet. So no matter what you do, it's not going to hit as hard. And I hate for both of those feuds to be on SmackDown, the Cody Cena feud, which is okay. It's okay to have that on. I think they need to switch though. Either they need to switch, or keep that feud over there. Keep Roman Rollins and Punk need to stay on SmackDown. Then you had the Creed versus LWO. The LWO wins. Chad Gable comes out in his mask. Then you had the Intercontinental match with Finn versus Bron, which is a pretty decent match. Bron won with the spear. My big question for that was who will Bron face at WrestleMania? So we had the Penta Bron, and I was like, oh, we're going to face Penta at WrestleMania. That's good. I said Dom versus Finn, Penta versus Bron. I'll give last week 2 shifts. Wasn't very good to me. Wasn't a Raw that I would watch again. I actually give it 2.5 because I would just for the Cena highlights. First time Cena's talked as a heel in 20-some years. Doctor of Thugonomics, right? So tonight they were from Glasgow, Scotland, and they had a shot of the stadium. The stadium looked crazy. Cena started to show again today. Now the thing about today, it kind of felt like it was a replay of last week or just adjusted. He did talk about the little kid that they've been highlighting and shit. to try to bring it up. They were heavy on the boos when he came out. The FU Cena chants was very prevalent. Wasn't no "Let's go Cena." It was FU Cena. He talks about the boy from last week. Says he will make everyone forget Ric Flair, and he will be the last real world champion. It's his title. It's his time. He laughed and was still making a mockery of the crowd, which is getting him over. But it felt It felt real recycled. It didn't feel as strong as it felt last week, and I kind of understand it because you're in a different country. You're not in a different state. In America, you're in a different state. You guaranteed that they're going to see it. In a different country, you want to give them the same ambiance. You want to be as fair as possible. Cody comes out, talks mess to Cena. Some more. Cena walks out when challenged. I wanted, and at the end, Cody was like, your time is up, my time is now. I wanted Cody to say the champ is here. He did not say that. There was a couple times where I think it would have been good tonight for the opposition to use somebody's slogan. But it didn't happen. And I felt like, CM Punk. When CM Punk was like, I made y'all, I brought y'all into this world. I can't wait to take y'all out. And I want him to say, believe that. Ooh, because then it made it hit for me like, damn, Seth, he did bring in Seth and Roman. They his sons. Seth and Roman are CM Punk's sons. He brought them in to main roster WWE. I would have loved that part. Then you had the Finn, Bron, Penta, and Dom recap. You got, and I was upset because they were like, Bron Brekker is going to defend his Intercontinental title versus Penta tonight. And I was like, oh, I wanted to see that at WrestleMania. By the end of the night, I'm thinking we still going to see an iteration of that at WrestleMania. You had Jey Uso. The first match was Jey Uso and A-Town Down Under. Jey Uso had a mystery guest, which was his brother Jimmy, which I saw that a mile away because I think Jimmy next week, he's going to face Gunther, and we'll talk about that a little later. He's going to get wrecked by Gunther. They are playing on Jey Uso tripping over the rope. It was a pretty good match. I actually left the house for a minute, so I was watching it. So my stream was okay. When I came back, I watched it a little bit more. I think it was a strong match. The pop-up that Jimmy did and Jay hit the spear was great. They hit him with the 1D, which felt really good, seeing them do their thing, right? Afterwards, Gunther pulls, hey, Adriana, how are you? Beautiful picture I saw on your page today. Gunther grabs Jimmy, right? And then he gets with Jay, and Jay got the upper hand. But then when he was shooting the spear, about to get ready for the spear, he tripped, and Gunther jumped on him. Jimmy came in with the chair, and I guess this is what they're going to play him on. Like, he's not confident. He does not think he can beat Gunther now. Now, I think they've shifted from where they was going to start at to now he's having the kind of the semi-underdog, which Jimmy told him later on when they made the match for next week. I need main event. I need the right-hand man. I need main event Jey Uso. Like this iteration of Jey Uso, no, you're not going to be Gunther. You got to get in the trenches. And so then Jimmy saw Gunther, I guess, walked up to him, told him next week they will fight. And then Jimmy slapped the fire out of Gunther. He slapped fire out of Gunther. Gunther wanted to chase after him, but he didn't. But I see that a mile away. I don't think, because of this, I don't think Jimmy's going to be at WrestleMania. He might, but maybe Andre the Giant Battle Royal. He won't get a main match because he's going to get full up next week. You had the Judgment Day segment where it was Liv, Raquel, Carlito, and Dom, and they was talking about Finn and Penta. And then you had the El Grande Americano segment. They showed a vignette of Chad Gable in his mask and this long, big story. Then you had Lyra versus Raquel, which was a pretty decent match. I think Lyra needs these matches. I think her being in Scotland helped her. Woo! I've said that like it hasn't caught on in America. And she just hasn't caught on yet. She's a great worker, though. Lyra's a great worker. This was a good match, too. This was not a bad match at all. And I'm happy that she won. with the roll up. She knocked Liv. What up, Original Soul? She knocked Liv off the ropes, came back, and ended up rolling up Raquel. So then they jump her, and then Bayley comes out. Now, Bayley wished her luck before the match started. And we had talked about maybe Bayley versus Roxanne versus Lyra for the United States title, but now they may go Bayley versus Lyra. So this is going to be very interesting. Bayley comes out, or they may go Bayley and Lyra versus Liv and Raquel for the women's titles. Don't know. We'll see. Pat McAfee went to the kilt master. So Pat McAfee out here wearing a kilt. The fuck you doing? But it was a clean kilt. I thought to myself, could I wear a kilt? I don't think so. I think the answer is no. I don't think I can wear a kilt. Don't want to wear a kilt. And then Rhea comes and she a low-key crybaby, man. They booing Bianca, but I think they should be booing Rhea. Like, you lost. Let them fight. You can fight after. You're Rhea Ripley. Are you mad you lost? You mad because you ain't got a match at WrestleMania? That's your fault, cuz. What up, Uncle Lucas? One thing I do like about WrestleMania, and I know people have their opinions, I am a fan. I'll tell y'all that. I don't get caught up in the hoopla of wrestling. And when I say that, yeah, I wish the stories would be better. I look at things, but I know that the night of WrestleMania, I'm going to have fun. It's good? Okay. You want to take it out and put it on the oven? I mean, put it on the stove? Okay. Be very careful. Okay. Up here cooking dinner. Nothing, a little bacon wrapped meatloaf with mushroom gravy, some mashed potatoes, some green beans, cornbread. Nothing big. But so for me, and this year WrestleMania, I don't know who's going to win the matches. This is a spoiler then, nah. This is a spoiler. So I ain't you might well I love you. I should have put that in here. Spoilers. I'm talking about Raw. But I don't know who's gonna win Cody and Cena. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a Sunday night, bro. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do something. I mean, I'm watching both nights. If you want to come over Saturday and watch it with your boy, you can. I'll probably do a watch along on Saturday. If you want to come over and do the watch along with me on Saturday, you can. But Sunday is gonna be the party. I need to do the flyer. I need to make the flyer. But I don't know who's gonna win Cena and Cody. I don't know who's gonna win Orton and KO. I don't know who's gonna win Bianca, Rhea, and Io. I don't know who's gonna win Roman, Seth, and CM Punk. I don't know who's gonna win. You know, I have not got an outfit yet, bro. I need to get one. I need to get me an outfit. But I'm gonna figure it out. Thank you, sir. The Natural Disasters in the Hall of Fame. Congratulations to them. They getting teams. I would have put Money Incorporated before I put the Natural Disasters. But Ted DiBiase's already in there. I think Erwin Arsheister's already in there. But I'd still put them in there together. You got DX in there. You got NWO in there. You got Hogan in there. You got Kevin Nash in there. I would have put Money Inc. Or this would have been a good year for Demolition. Who else would I put in there? What tag team? Let me think. The Nasty Boys? I didn't even put the Nasty Boys in there over the Natural Disasters. Who do you think should have been in there? You had the Uso segment. After that, then you had Adam Pearce with the women's segment. She has Rhea Ripley's not in the match. Io comes out. She says she'll take the title for both of them. Bianca comes. That's when she was getting her booed. Rhea comes. She wants her title back. Rhea mushes Io again. They end up, getting into it, having a little scat. And I heard this earlier. They said this segment felt too scripted. I can agree with that. Felt like they was waiting to fight. They was waiting, and the crowd was not hot off for this. I think Bianca's boos was louder than anybody cheers. Maybe I'm wrong, but so next week, Io and Rhea will fight again for the title, and Bianca is the special guest referee in London. We already know how that's going to turn out. Then you had Dom and Penta segment. You had the War Raiders little promo, and then you had New Day asking Adam Pearce for a match. So I think they're going to fight the War Raiders at WrestleMania and win the titles. But New Day had that super hot fucking segment, and they've been cooled off since then. Dragon Lee versus El Grande Americano was a great, good match. But Chad Gable is awesome. Dragon Lee's coming around. Gable takes off Dragon Lee's mask, so Dragon Lee's on the mat with his face covered, hit him with an ankle lock, and wins. So he wins that match. So I'm really thinking mask versus mask, Ray versus Chad Gable at WrestleMania. That would have looked like. Tell me if I'm wrong. Then you had Punk Rollins Reigns recap. I noticed Paul Heyman's face when CM Punk said, "And thank your wise man for bringing you here," or something like that. And Roman looked at him. Heyman didn't look surprised by that comment. CM Punk finally comes out. I don't like when he does it's clobbering time part, and he just be like, "It's," and everybody says clobbering time. I don't really like that. Say the whole thing, man. I ask myself here, does WWE have a babyface problem? They have a lot of faces. They don't have a lot of strong heels. Because Bron Breakker's not even a heel anymore, right? You got Gunther, you got Cena, you got Jacob and Solo, Drew. Those are the biggest heels. But then you got all these babyfaces. You got Jay, you got Jimmy, you got LA Knight, you got Damian Priest, you got Cody, Seth, Rollins, CM Punk, like bigger names. You got Dom and Finn, but bigger names are baby faces, right? And I don't know how I feel about that. I want some bigger names to be heels. It just evens things out. Contract signing is on Friday. He's trying to get close to what he wants. And that's when he had I brought you in. I can't wait to take you out. It was kind of, just a paint by numbers promo, but he hit some pointers. He called them children. He said some things in there that, kind of made you still want to see what's going on, but we don't like contract signings. He was like, "Oh, you think you wanted the contract signing here? Yeah, I know. But you didn't harp on it, them not showing up. Because Seth shows up. Rollins is the one. Reigns is the one that doesn't show up. Then you had Penta versus Bron Brekker. I said you probably should have saved this for WrestleMania. It was a good match. Penta wrestles a lot bigger than what he is. And I think they put on a good match. And then Dom and Carlito came out there. Then Dom jumped in with the DQ. Comes in. Bron Breakker's coming. Then Finn comes with a chair. Hits Bron Brekker. Then they try to give Penta the chair. They try to give Penta the chair. Penta throws the chair at Dom, kicks him. Then they jump Penta. And Judgment Day ends Raw, standing tall. And it was, I started thinking like, damn, Judgment Day still running shit. And as much as you may not like Finn or Dom or whatever, they are still prominent and heavy in Raw. Now, once again, they're not as big as of heels as the aforementioned, heels. I think Finn can get there. I think Dom can get there. I don't know what's going to happen with the Intercontinental title. The Intercontinental Women's title is an influx. Like, trying to get all these wrestlers on WrestleMania is going to be hard. We're going to be disappointed somewhere. I don't want to see WrestleMania 2000 just to get everybody on the card. I don't want that. I don't want a bunch of tag matches and three-way matches. You got the Monday after Raw. You got the Friday before Raw. You're going to have to figure some shit out. I don't want a long-ass WrestleMania either. So there's gonna be some people. So I don't know if I want. I would love another Bron Brekker Penta match at WrestleMania, but it looks like either it's gonna be a fatal 4-way, a tag match. I don't know what's gonna happen. But this Raw was pretty cool. I like the main event. Let me look at the matches first. I like that main event. I like the tag match with the Usos. Lyra and Raquel was cool. 1, 2, 3. I know we had one more match, right? Oh, yeah. All 4 of these matches was pretty dope. All 4 of these matches pretty dope. I'm gonna give tonight a 3.25 ships. WrestleMania is dragging. The lead up is a little slow, but it's not something that's keeping me from watching wrestling. It's not something that's unbearable, right? It's still giving me my good vibe. So I'm looking forward to it. I want to see good wrestling. That's what I do. I want good wrestling. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you check us out this Thursday for the Wild Out Radio Thursday Night House Party. I don't know who our special guest will be. Sorry about last night, but no internet is no internet. J-Rod didn't have any internet, so we're not doing the show. I almost went live, but I love y'all so much though. I'm gonna go eat and check on my bacon wrap meatloaf right now. It's your boy. Go and see Spaceship Always is the Incredible. This is another edition of In This Corner. Raw recap for March 24th, 2025. Pro Wrestling with a Kick, man. And as always, see that both sides. Bye.
But he ain't listen to me. But he ain't listen to me. But he ain't listen to me. I tried to talk to him. He ain't listen to me. But he ain't listen to me. But he ain't listen to me. But he ain't listen to me. Try.